But anyway, you can catch me any day sipping vodka, saying what I say on Straight from the K.
For nothing, it's the function, ayy. Niggas out here lunching, come on something, it's the function, ayy. We didn't robotize get you.
Hey, thank you for checking into my channel, Straight from the K. This video is about duplicating the dysfunction. I got this shout out to my godmother, Shirley Ashanti. You can follow her on Facebook. I know she's on there, and she has a lot of good information. And she's a wise woman. She's like 70 plus. I'm not gonna say her age, but she looks good though. But anyway, we was having a discussion this week, and she said that to me. I was like, oh my God, that's gonna be my title for my video this weekend. So that's the title: duplicating the dysfunction. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because the repetitive of us knowingly having children out of wedlock. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, I mean, things happen in the heat of the moment and passion and all that kind of stuff. What I'm saying is that we knowingly do it, and sometimes we knowingly allow our children to do it too, just to keep some money coming in, you know. So that's not good. According to the ifstudies.org, this is published in October 7, 2019, 35% of American adolescents live without their parents. 40% are born outside of marriage. Even though the parents were together and are usually in a relationship, cohabitating at birth. They usually be living together when they're born. You know what I'm saying? Mom and dad often break up. Now that links to another situation, and it's real popular in the black community, and that's what I'm basically talking about right now. So when the separation comes, like, you know, we have all these big dreams and hopes, like we're gonna be together and all that kind of stuff, and you know, but daddy over there across, he got another family on the other side or he doing something. I ain't gonna say he, and the women mess up too, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying they separate. It wasn't no plan. It wasn't no plan. It was just we had, you know, we got together and then we made a baby, and now we got benefits. Anyway, so you want some benefits. Only 9% of children were raised without their fathers in 1960. Today, a quarter of American kids are raised without their fathers. 1960, 9% of the children before 1960, you had your daddy in the house. After 1960, it seemed like, you know, it wasn't no daddy in the house. So 1890 to 1950, black women, according to this website, had a higher marriage rate than white women. So black women were getting married once upon a time, believe it or not, between 1890 and 1950. By the 1960s, though, here the 1960s come again, and that's when we going out here. We being proud. You got your wars going on, your Vietnam wars, and we going out here and we going for our civil rights and things of that nature. The black marriage had declined. So, okay. I said all that to say that's the core of a situation that's going on today. Duplicating the dysfunction, meaning that, okay, so you done had some children and you used to getting your benefits. You know, you get your check, you get your, right now everybody getting their, you know, their child tax credit or things of that nature, or you get your food stamps, or you're getting your Section 8, and then your children start getting too old, and guess what? They end up having some children too. 16, they might have a baby on you. And you like, okay, girl, you know you can't take care of that baby. Let me help you with that baby. And then you put them on. Like, do we get like addicted to the money like that, where we feel like it's okay generationally to keep, not to uplift our daughters, to have some sense? I'm not blaming this on daughters, but I'm just saying, like, do we feel like an obligation, us older women? I do feel one. I don't want to have the same thing going on. No, that's why I got an education. I wanted my children to see me get an education. I want you to get an education. I want them to have an education, because you can bring yourself out of a certain way of living. where you're not dependent upon food stamps and government assistance. Because guess what? What you know, like on Thanksgiving, I don't know if y'all pay attention, but Thanksgiving and Christmas, do you understand that EBT, that SNAP, whatever card, what they call it, Link in Illinois, things like that? Those cards don't too much work. They got control. They a puppet. See, they being the government. You do not want. Why would you want that on you all the time? Like you just gonna generation to pull that and allow that to happen in your life. Don't you want to uplift somebody? But no, we encourage our daughters, some of us, not all. And I'm talking to the ones who do it. Because you need to think about it. Just think. I'm not judging you just to keep money in the house. Or, well, teenagers are going to do what teenagers are going to do. And, you know, they out here, they fast. And they ain't got to be that fast. I mean, it can be fast all day long, but you can uplift them and educate them with birth control and things like that nature, so they don't have to have a baby. Don't start delivering no child to your front door. You have to open your legs and engage in a sexual act and then have a baby. Baby just not just come from the sky. You know, we not married. We not chosen to be pregnant and nobody talk to us. So at the end of the day, come on, let's be real. We got responsibilities out here. So that's what I'm saying. So, how can we stop that duplication? You know what I mean? Of the problems. Like, it keeps duplicating. Where the family, your generation did it. That's your child. Then your child turned around and did it. And then you trying to help out. Because you really don't want to lose the money in your house. Let's be real. Are you not wanting to lose the money in the house? Like, she didn't aged out and got pregnant, and now you want to still continue to get money in the house. So girl, let me take care of that baby. You can't take care of that baby. Go and go to school or do everything. Then you start claiming that baby so you can continue to get a check. Are you dependent upon a check? There's too many skill sets out here. Too many things to do on the internet. Like what I'm doing. Hey. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's too many different things to do out here. The game is open. Not to be like trying to pimp a child to have a baby. Not saying you pimp the child to have a baby, but you're like, oh, okay, that works out well. Because I know Samuel was in the back room a lot. What you think her and Samuel was doing? Shanika and Samuel, they were doing it. And you ain't educate Shanika on what she need to do, or tell her, oh look, you need to get on birth control. You don't need children at this age, because your life is, you have your whole life ahead of you, and there's different things you can do. But no, you're looking at the big benefit of like, okay, Shanika, I don't get food stamps for her no more. So Shanika get pregnant, I can claim Shanika child, because they all living in my house. Shanika, baby daddy, the child, and everybody else, they all live with me. And now I'm going to claim all of it, and I'm still going to be a queen pin and get the money. Duplicating the dysfunction. Is that duplicating the dysfunction? Because then Shanika, her child, is going to do the same thing. It's the curse has to be broken, and we have to wake up. We have to do it. I mean, I can sit and talk about it, but we really have to do it, because at the end of the day, we look silly. We look silly like we living on, like there they go with that ghetto stuff. You know what I mean? Just like when we act a fool and anything else we do. Gorillas in the Mist. Look that up. If you don't know, I might be talking a little too old for some of y'all. But anyway, look. Do y'all see that how down here in Atlanta that a lot of the gorillas are tested positive for COVID? I'm going to leave that right there. Now, all I'm going to say is that I don't want no correlation between me and a gorilla. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Back to my subject at hand. So, duplicating the dysfunction is not, it can be stopped. We can uplift our daughters, teach them how to get an education, use birth control. I mean, and nobody's saying, okay, I ain't trying to bring you out the world and say, oh no, you ain't don't just be abstinent. Come on now. At the end of the day, hormones are running. You never know when your child's first sexual experience is going to be. So at the end of the day, let's be real. They may not have one. They might not be as fast, but then they may be. So you just don't know. But so it's your job to educate them so they are ready, but not ready with a new baby. Or do you want the baby so you can continue to get some money? because they didn't kind of aged out your situation. Like sometimes they get like 18 and you can't get the food stamps and the check and all that stuff no more. So now they brought a baby in. She ain't ready for no baby. Let me claim the baby. Let me put the baby on some food stamps and stuff and stay on the grandmama and I'm taking care of him and all that kind of stuff like that because I want to duplicate this dysfunction. You can't keep duplicating dysfunction. It makes us, first of all, it makes it look silly and like we just bred for making children. Then at the end of the day, it don't uplift us. Like we need to grow. We need to stop talking. I'm tired of talking. I'm talking now, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm just talking because we need to move. We need to make some movement. I'm just trying to shake us up. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make any sense that we keep doing the same thing. We look the same way at the Walmarts, at the Kroger or the Jewels or wherever store you go to in your local area. You know, we looking silly. You know, with our food stamp card and soon as it ain't ready, with our new lace front and our nails and everything else, we looking crazy because they didn't put it on there. It seemed like you could have bought your own groceries with that $300 lace front, or you could have bought your own groceries with their nails. You know what I'm saying? But no. You need that as an income because you ain't finna spend your money and you're going to keep on duplicating that dysfunction. That is not a good look for us. And I'm just saying, that's something I want to talk about. I really want to break that down. And please check my description below. And also, I am charmed by Yana. Charmed by Yana. I'm charmed by Yana. I'm doing a commercial. Also, check my description below about Straight from the K beauty supply. Yes, I'm going to convert it over to a beauty supply. So it is what it is. It does what it does. I'm going to be rapping just because. I'm just playing. But anyway, don't duplicate the dysfunction, okay? Think about that you need to uplift your children. I'm talking to the grandmas now, and that's my age group. If my daughter had a child right now, and she bring a child in here, because my daughter is 16 years old, she bring a baby in here. Okay, so that means that's some... First, it's a burden on me for a minute, but then that's me. I'm going to go down here and I got 2 kids and then I got a baby in the house now. So now I'm finna go down here and claim, her. And I'm looking forward to the extra instead of looking forward to uplifting my daughter to be the best that she can be. That's what we need to do. Uplift the women, our young girls, to be the best that we can be. That's what this channel is about. That's what I'm going to talk about all day long. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no more children at too young of an age. And then our grandma's supposed to be taking care of them and all that good stuff like that. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. You don't have to do that. You ain't living on no farm. Ain't nobody came and had to pick you from 4 of your 3 other sisters to get married so y'all can get out the house and the house can be taken care of and till the land and things like that. We ain't living in the color purple days no more. You don't have to be out here having no babies. There is birth control. I'm also going to put that link in the below too in the description. Check out your local center for birth control or anything like that for the young people so you can be in control of your sexual health. It's important to be in control of your sexual health. You do not have to be out here. I don't care what your mama say. I'm talking to the 16-year-old, the 15-year-old, and the 14-year-old, and the 18-year-old, and you come back with the baby. You don't have to have a baby. And don't listen to what the dude's saying. Here, I want you to have my baby. They say that right then. They do not mean that. Please believe me, they don't mean that. You be next week you trying to be in court trying to get your child support because he said that day. That sound good that day. That's gaslighting, you call it. You know what I'm saying? Pumping you up. He ain't trying to have, you know what I'm saying? He ain't finna see nothing about you like that. At this age, we're still developing and people are still growing. Do you like grown women like my age? Do you like the person you like at 15? No, you don't. You don't like that no more. I don't like the person at 15. I'm talking about like attractive and want to be with them. At 16 years old, 17, 18. Do you still like that person? Do that person still, you see them as being stupid, or maybe they might have grown to another direction and you've grown another direction. It don't necessarily mean they're stupid, but most of the time they be kind of stuck, in their way. And you be looking like, whoa, Lord, why did I even talk to him? Or why did I even talk to her? So that's what that's about. So at the end of the day, you don't need to you need to get in control of your sexual health. So we won't duplicate the dysfunction. And sometimes, and your grandmamas, this my age out here and older than me, please do not harbor or make a conducive environment for that situation where that you are happy that your child is 15, 16 years old having babies and stuff. Now they just happen to have it, that's fine. Support them and move them forward. But at the end of the day, do not make it conducive like where you think it's gonna be some more money because they 18, then they cashed out. You ain't getting nothing no more. So if they have a baby, you can get another check. No, we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Young ladies, try to grow up, stay focused. Do not be focused on having children and stuff like that young of an age. You don't have to. There's no reason. We're not well, I'm not saying no disrespect to the Mormons, but for most people, this is an urban channel, so most people are in the hood. So we are trying to move forward, get college educations or some kind of trade where we can make money. You can be a nail tech, a hairstylist, or you can get your degree. You can go into the science field. You can go into STEM. There's a lot of things to do besides have babies and be sitting down there trying to get an EBT card. Okay? And it's straight from the K. Check out my description. New subscribers, I see you. I thank you. New York, Chicago, Atlanta. I appreciate you. I see you. Carolina, I think I see Carolina. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you for helping me grow from the mud. Like I said, I am not on Instagram. I am not on Facebook. So it's really good that from me being on this channel, that word of mouth, that you are finding me. And I appreciate you. And anything that you don't agree with what I'm saying, or you got a comment, please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please. I appreciate you. Okay? Thank you.